Alright, so here we are. We're going to open this up, show you what we got. Here we are, welcome back. Alright, this is our Wahoo killer knife. This is a Moro knockoff that we got from Bud K from SHTF Box, which this is the stuff that was missing in SHTF. So we'll get a look at it on this channel. Like I say, one of the main reasons that I honestly have stuck with CH Cadel's for so long, it's not the high quality of the stuff that they send me. No, that's not it. What it is, however, is the fact that if something is wrong, they make it right. Alright, we got ourselves a new catalog. CH Cadel's catalog. I like looking at those. A lot of fun stuff in them. We got packing list. And here we have our magnetic holster and our headlamp. So, and then lots of packing. So, all right. So the card is right here. So this is the Ghost Viper Tactical Tack Magnet Hidden Holster. And basically the way this works is you've got a 3M strip of tape right here, so we can stick this under the desk, and then just a strong magnet. And so you can essentially put a handgun on here, so it's ready to go. And then when someone breaks in, boom, hey, here in Texas, you ain't making it out of my office. So it also has a couple screws, and it has screw holes, so if you're drilling it into something, you can do that too. It has a really powerful magnet right here. So this is a nice item. To be perfectly honest, if you don't have handguns, this does you no good. Or if you don't have guns at all, like what you could do, you could screw this into the wall, and you could put the barrel of your rifle on this, so you could like stack them up on a wall, so they're not going to fall over. Very powerful. A lot of good uses for this, but again, this is a gun item. I know some people are not really gun people, so you may not be interested in this, but I think it's pretty good. I have one of them already. I'm not upset about getting another one. There we go. And then that MSRP is $19.99. So that would have added to the primary box, which is what we got. The MSRP for that was $36.95. So that adds another $20 to it. So, and then we got our last item here, MSRP $26.98. And it's the Trailblazer 1380 lumen headlamp. And I've seen this thing. And it is big and bulky. Plastic. As you can see. It might actually fit better with my hat. So, and you can angle it, but it's pretty big and bulky. Don't know if it's, I mean, I'm mixed with these rechargeable headlamps. I'm going to be perfectly honest. These things are nice if, and I think it is charged. So let's see here. So you got your middle one, then you have 4 on the outside, then you have all of them, and then you have strobe. So it is plastic housing, so it's not like the best. The head strap is nice though, the 3-point head strap. But I mean, look at the size of this battery pack. This sucker's huge. You know, a lot of them they'll have like two AAA batteries, and they're very small and compact. I got a couple of them floating around here. I do like headlamps. I like it. Don't get me wrong. This is a nice. This is probably a really good headlamp. Um, I don't know exactly how long these will actually last. Um, oh, okay. And the center one you can zoom. The smaller ones you can't. You can just take them off to remove the lamps. So if they burn out, I guess you can switch them out. The big one goes out, I guess you're just screwed. It doesn't look like it comes off. Let's see here. I don't know. They're loose, but yeah. So there you go. So the middle one, it does zoom out and zoom in, so you can get a broad area, or you can zoom it in so you can see further out. It's not bad. It's a little bit heavy. Again, when you have this huge battery pack with these rechargeable batteries. Now, the good thing, they do last a while, so you can charge these up quite a bit. It does come with a micro. Oh, it's a micro USB charger, not USB-C. So, and again, and I prefer it when it's all like the same type. So when we all had micro USB, it was nice. But now that they've switched to USB-C, this is kind of a dinosaur because now you have to have multiple cords to charge it, or you get one of the ones that has like all your different adapters on it. But my biggest problem with a rechargeable headlamp like this is oftentimes it is easier, shall we say. Doesn't really close too well, but that's all right. It stays shut. So a lot of times it's easier to just pack extra batteries. Now, granted, and there's a reason that I did this, but this is the Punisher power bank we got in our very first SHTF box, and this thing is still kicking. So I've had this for a year and a half. It still is doing just fine, with the exception of the lanyard hole busted off. But it's got your magnet on the back, which I think is pointless. But you know, in survival, oh, if it's got a magnet, if it's in survival, it's got a magnet. You've got your red light. You've got your light. So pretty much the power bank does the same stuff. Now, but the thing is, when you have a rechargeable headlamp like this, you have to have a power bank. Ideally a solar one so you can charge it up. And that's my biggest gripe with rechargeable items, is that it requires an extra item like this. Now, if you have a lot of rechargeable items, then it's smart, because you got this, right? You can charge your phone off this, you can charge your headlamp off this, you can charge your radios off of this. You can charge a lot of stuff off of a power bank like this. These don't last forever, and eventually, it's like it takes a longer to charge and it drains faster. Sometimes, like the other one we got, it was burst when we got it. I never reached out to him because I was like, you know what, it still worked, so it wasn't really a big deal. But it's like the whole side, it just popped. So apart from being in the warehouse and getting so much heat, but these are good, and they're not terribly heavy. I mean, it has a little bit of weight to it, but it's not really heavy. So, but if you're gonna have rechargeable items, you have to have a power bank like this, a solar power bank, so you can charge it up. So, and if you don't have that, then I would not advise taking this headlamp. You'd want one that has batteries. If the only thing you have that requires batteries is your flashlights, then it's probably better to just get all the same, like all AAA, and pack like an extra, and put like a pack of AAA batteries extra in your pack. It's going to be lighter than this, and if that's the only thing you really have to worry about, then. But I mean, in today's day and age, everybody has a cell phone. So, and even in a survival situation, if there's no cell service, power bank's gonna, the cell phone can still be used for stuff. You can download maps, you can download handbooks, you can download all kinds of stuff. So, but anyway, that's just a little update. Those are our last two items for the year of 2024. We're gonna put this over in our SHTF stuff, and then over the course of the next week, I'm going to go through everything out of SHTF Gear Pack, a pocket box, and the tactical box, which is just a couple items really. That was such a terrible box. But we're gonna go through everything we got. I'm gonna divide them up into categories. And I'm going to be using Dave Canterbury's 10 Seas of Survival. So remember we got this book a year and about 2 years ago maybe. But we're going to be going through we're going to use the 10 Seas of Survival because that's a good place to start with anything. So we're going to go through all of that. We're going to divide it up into cutting tools, containers, cordage, combustion, candling, compass, cargo tape, all that. We're going to divide that up. We're going to see what we got. And we're going to, and again, another thing, if you watch a lot of these survival channels, two is one is none. So we're going to have, ideally we want to have redundancies in most of our critical items, like cutting tools. We're going to want to have more than one knife. We're going to want to have, more than one compass, if possible. We're going to want to have, definitely more than one flashlight, headlamp, flashlight, but you want to have more than one item, more than one way of candling. Cordage, you want to have, extra cordage. You want to have just, I got 25 feet, that's it. No, you want to have extra cordage. That might be in the form of a wrapped handle or something. But we're going to go through everything we got. We're going to divide it up into those 10 categories. And then everything else that's left, I'm going to put into kind of subsets. And we're going to see what we can do to build, ideally, the best possible survival kit we can out of what we got over the course of the past year. And then my plan is that there's, I live in the desert, but when it gets warmer but not too hot, we're going to actually go out and we're going to set up, we're going to see how well this stuff works in a field situation so that, we can test the knives, test the saws, test, we want to make a shelter out there. We're going to see how well the stuff holds up. There are definitely going to be some challenges, although I think for the most part, everything with the exception of the cargo, the needle, I think we got. I think we have 9 out of the 10 C's. And the last one is actually one of the 5 C's of sustainability, so it's not really critical. And with what we have, it doesn't really fit a whole lot into the whole scheme of things, but that'll be like the one thing that we don't have. But I'm pretty sure we got all the other 9 items and plus some other stuff covered in what we got over the course of 2024. So we can look forward to that. So we're going to get this put over in that, and then we're going to move on. And like I said, ideally, I'm going to try to pick lights that use batteries, but if we do decide to go with this one, I didn't get a power bank this year. So that's something that we didn't get. So ideally, it's going to be like, well, we're going to see what we got, and we're going to try to make it work. And we're going to piece it together. Some things obviously are like this right here. We're not. This obviously is already not in it because, that's something that's just that's a gimmicky item. That's not really anything that's necessary. So. Now, when we do go out, we will be taking a firearm because, 1, it's Texas, and I can, but 2, there's rattlesnakes out there. And so I will have a firearm with me, but it's not going to be on a magnet or anything. It'll just be in a standard holster. So, and that's for my safety. That's not going to be part of anything else. It's just that, I got to be safe out there. I'm not trying to get bit by any rattlesnakes or any wild dogs or anything. So that's something that I'll be taking, safety matters and, I'll be taking appropriate safety precautions when I head out there. But this year is looking a lot better. So a lot of things been going on this last year. It's been kind of a roller coaster. I know 2024 did not turn out the way that I had envisioned it. And so right now, I don't really have too much of a vision for 2025. I gotta wait for another month or two, and then I'm gonna be able to scope out exactly what I have planned for this year on Crazy Texan Survival and Prepping. So, but until next time, that's it. That's your last two items. Now we got a complete set, and we'll be moving forward. All right. So until next time, keep prepping.